This officer demanded I remove my thug earphones until he called his own supervisor and found out they were hearing aids. The worst part about being black with hearing aids that look like AirPods? Cops don't see a medical device. They see disrespect. They see attitude. Last night, one cop saw red. It was 9 p.m. when I made a complete stop at the four-way intersection. Not a rolling stop, not a California stop. A full count to three, check all directions stop. So forgive me for being completely confused when those red and blue lights flood my rearview mirror. I pull over, hands visible on the steering wheel. You know the drill if you look like me. The officer approaches with that aggressive stride. Flashlight already out despite my dome light being on. License and registration, he barks. Flashlight beam straight in my eyes. What seems to be the problem, officer? I ask politely, squinting against the blinding light. He looks at me with pure contempt. You didn't make a complete stop back there. I adjust my hearing aid. The feedback gets worse when it's cold outside and start to explain. Officer, I did stop completely, and actually these aren't. Sir, take off your earphones when I'm talking to you. He's not asking. He's commanding. It's about respect. You think you're too good to listen? Think your music is more important than what I have to say? I try again. Officer, these are actually I said take them off. Now. I don't have time for this disrespect. You people always trying to act like you're above the law. Can't even be bothered to pause your rap music for 2 seconds. He's on a full rant now about respect and my generation, and attitudes like mine. The flashlight beam hasn't moved from my eyes. My hands are still frozen on the steering wheel because I know better than to make sudden movements. That's when the thought hits me. Fine, I'll do exactly what he says. I slowly announce, I'm going to comply with your order, officer. I'm reaching up to remove them now. I remove both hearing aids with deliberate movements, placing them on my passenger seat. The world goes mostly silent, just vibrations through the car. I turn back to him and my hands start moving while I speak. I'm deaf. I cannot understand you without my hearing aids. I need you to communicate with me in ASL. His flashlight wavers. My hands are flowing through the signs, and I see him take a small step back. That subtle flinch when he realizes these aren't just gestures. This is an actual language he doesn't understand. His mouth is moving rapidly behind the flashlight glare, but between the darkness and the beam in my eyes, lip reading is impossible. I keep signing, speaking clearly. Officer, I want to comply with everything you're asking, but I cannot hear you. Those are my hearing aids, not earphones. I need them to communicate. His shoulders tense. My hands keep moving through the air. Controlled, precise movements that he's now realizing are words he can't understand. Another flinch when I sign POLICE. It's a more aggressive movement than most signs. The flashlight wavers as he really looks at my hearing aids on the seat. I see the moment it clicks. Those aren't AirPods. But instead of backing down, his face gets redder. He's pointing at me aggressively, mouth moving fast. I keep signing, explaining over and over that I cannot hear him. He throws his hands up in frustration and storms back to his patrol car. Through my rearview mirror, I can see him on his radio, gesturing wildly. His body language screams, since you don't want to listen, I'll have to get my supervisor down here. He has no idea what he just did to himself. 12 minutes later, another car arrives. The sergeant who gets out looks tired, like this isn't his first rodeo with this particular officer. He approaches my window. I immediately start signing while speaking. I cannot hear you. Officer Davis ordered me to remove my hearing aids and wouldn't let me explain what they were. The sergeant's head snaps toward Davis. Davis's face drains of color. I point to the hearing aids on my seat and mouth. May I? The sergeant nods quickly. So this is why there's a communication issue, he says, looking between me and Davis. He demanded I remove my earphones, these hearing aids, because he thought I was being disrespectful. When I tried to explain, he went on a rant about my generation and you people not showing respect. The sergeant's eyebrows climbed toward his hairline. He turned slowly to Officer Davis. So you're telling me you ordered a deaf man to remove his hearing aids and then got mad when he couldn't hear you? A laugh escapes him. Not cruel, just incredulous. Officer Davis here is new to this precinct, he tells me. Apparently needs a refresher on the ADA. Sir, you have a good night. Drive safe. As I pull away, I hear him say to Davis, my office, tomorrow, 0700. We're going through every discrimination policy we have. I sit there for a moment after they drive off, hands still trembling slightly on the wheel. Then I turned up Travis Scott in my AirPods. Just kidding, but that would have been funny.